So these two things we will see. First, parallel cursor. So I will show you this one. What is this parallel cursor? So parallel cursor, first we will prepare the data. So parallel cursor is the technique. So parallel cursor is the technique to use the loop inside loop. Okay. So let's define our problem statement. So for example, let's go and check how much data you have in VBAK. 3070. Okay. And VBAP we will see no much data. Let me prepare some test data. Okay. So SAP has given some table, for demo purpose, for sales order and sales order header and sales order item. And those table starts with the SNWD. Okay. So SAP has given some table. SAP has given some demo table. Those table name start with SNWD star. So out of those table, there is table called sales order. This is, sales order demo table, actually you can understand. And SNWD underscore SO underscore I is for item. So I will populate data in these tables, some good large number of records, so that I can be able to make you understand the actual use case. So maybe here 20,000, 20,000 sales order. Okay. Sales order is here. That is for purchase order, 20,000 sales order. And go to in sales order and 20,000 here, and then click on this execute. Okay. So the T code to generate the test data is T code to generate the test data is SCPM underscore. If you are on S4HANA system, okay, S4HANA system, it will take some time and it will, generate the data for us. So is it fine now? My voice is fine now? Okay. Okay, fine. So SCPM underscore DG is here. So our requirement is something like this. You are going to put at header table loop at header table and loop, and then you are going to put the loop at header table into work area. Sorry, this is now you'll have to loop on item table. Okay, item table into work area, item, and end loop. loop at header table into WA underscore header. And here you are putting WA underscore header. So the sales order number SO num you can see equals to SO num. So we are considering an example for sales order header and sales order item table. So what happens that, let's suppose if you have, this is header table. Okay. So here sales order number you have, here some another field you have, here some another field you have, and here some another field you have. So sales order 1 and sales order 2. For this sales order header, this is the header table. Okay. This is the header table. And for this header table, corresponding to this header table, you have item table. So for each header, you have some material detail, right? So for header 1, and let's insert some, right? Some extra, you know. So for header 2, let's suppose 3 items. So this is the header detail. Each sales order is having the header level detail, and for each header, item number 10, item number 20, here item number 10, item number 20, item number 30. This item number is nothing but this is a material number. Okay. So for each sales order header, you know, 2 material, here you have the 3 material for second order header. So what we want to do that, here let's suppose you have some uh, let's suppose what you have to do that, you know, for each item, for each item based upon some condition. Okay. For each item based upon some condition, you have to write the logic. This is what your requirement is. You have some data in IT header internal table and some data in IT item internal table. For each sales order, whichever they're in IT header internal table, for each item, you have to write some logic. So for it's better we can understand with the help of Excel sheet. Okay. So go to Excel, come here and close this one, close this, and the data, our data got generated, you know. So go to the sales order header table, SNWD underscore SO. 20,000 records should be there. Okay, 40,000 we got. That's awesome. So I think already 20,000 was there. So now extra 20,000 got generated. See, this is the sales order ID. This is the sales order header. You can understand. understand. Okay. So I'll get some data from here and I'll put into Excel so that it will be easy to understand. So let's quickly format the data, space, and finish. So this is what we have, the header data. sales order header data. This is the sales order number. This is the important for us. Now item data. So what I will do, I will copy the sales order header, and corresponding to sales order header, I'll get the sales order item data. So underscore I is the table for sales order item. Okay. So here you don't have any field. Actually, we will have to use this field to get the item detail. So here you have to paste that, execute this. No, I think in the first one I will have to paste, remove this one. Go here and paste this. Let me see. Do I have to use this one? Parent is this. Inside this parent, I will paste this, and number of records is 0y. In this table, do we have the records or not? Let's go and see this. Yes, we have the records. So let's see its definition, and then I will get the idea from there which field I have to put. Node key, this is the parent key, input help check, SNWD ASO. So whatever the primary key of that, inside that parent, the parent key I have to put. So SO item, the parent key, primary key. So this field we will put inside this. Paste here, execute. Not sure why it's not showing the record. Okay, SNWD underscore SO. This is the parent key. So whatever the node key we are having, right? This data, it must be here, correct? Let me copy some data, go back. This is how the check table relationship is there. So I'm expecting that, in this, if we come across, yeah, now we got the data. So if you execute this, here, this is your parent key, right? That means this is the record from the SO header. And this is the item position. You can see this is nothing but your, material item number 10, 20, 30. That means in one header, you can have the multiple, items. This is your product GUID. That means material GUID. This is some description. And then currency, gross amount, net amount, tax amount, right? Like that, you have the data. So what you will do that, this node key, okay, this record, just copy from here, maybe this much, and I will paste it. And then currency code and all. Okay, so we got this. What I want to do that, say this is your parent key basically. This is your parent key. That means whatever there here in the node key, that value you have here in the parent key. Okay, so for this particular record, if you go and search here in this table, then you will be having some record. So come here and put the filter and copy this one here. Let's paste it. You can see that you have the 4 records. So for this single record here in this item table, you have 4 records. So what I want to do that I want to add it and I want to print. Let's suppose this is my requirement. Okay. For this one, if you go and search, then for that particular, you have some 5 records. I want to again add all these and I want to print. So for each header, you have the item data and corresponding gross amount I want to add. So select, you know, uh, node underscore key, then what are the different fields? Okay. Only this, we are going to follow the best practices and then we are going to write the code. So F7 and node key, then sales sorter ID I want to print because end user will not be able to understand what is this node key and all, right? And then created by BP, changed by BP, note quit, billing status and all is not required. Okay, these two is fine for me. So whatever required, that only we are going to fetch. So into table IT underscore, this is header table. Okay, then select, and at this moment I will keep only up to 1,000 rows, otherwise this time it will take a lot of time. So now we are going to from sorry, SOID is not there. Node key you have the parent underscore key, SNWD underscore SO underscore I into table at the rate data IT underscore item. Whatever you have the node key over here, for those only I want to fetch the item, right? This is the first optimization we are doing, right? Don't get unnecessary, so for all entries in at the rate IT underscore header, where parent underscore key equals to at the rate IT underscore header hyphen, node underscore key. So corresponding to this header, I fetched all the item data. So what I need also the gross amount and all those things, right? So let's see the field name actually from here. SO underscore I and gross amount I wanted to sum up, correct? So gross amount, this node key and other thing looks okay. Check the syntax, there is no problem. So I'm going to loop at IT underscore header into WA underscore header and loop. So a fresher, a fresher developer, like who is not having the good experience, or might be he was not able to get some good training, maybe in number of different reason can be, right? He don't know about the parallel cursor. So what he will do, he will put the loop on this it underscore header, and one by one he will go and you know uh, check the record. Okay, one by one. For each record, he will populate the data. So it loop at it underscore item into data wa underscore item, where, right, this parent key, correct, in the item is the same as the node key of header, correct or not, right? Are you able to understand? This is how the relationship in this demo table is there. In the actual table, you have a straightforward relationship. VBLN in VBAP table is equal to the VBELN of VBAK table. Field name is going to be same over there. Here you have the different field name. Here you have the parent key in item is the same as the node key of header. That's why I'm putting like this. If it would have been VBAK and VBAP, I will be using EBLN here also. Sorry, VBLN here also and VBLN here also. Same field, because that is how in a standard table it's there. Now what I will do, that I want to sum up the data. So data LV underscore sum equals to WA underscore item hyphen gross amount plus LV underscore sum. I just want to sum up the data, and once it got summed up, I want to print the product ID, this SOID, right? So here you have the SOID hyphen SO underscore ID, and then W underscore H hyphen sorry, and then you have this LV underscore sum. So this is like simple requirement I'm having, and this is what I want to do. And after this print, just clear this LV underscore sum. Okay, work area clearance is not required because this is there in the loop, so you don't have to worry. Check the syntax. LV sum, it's telling unknown. Yes, because here I'm using that is true. Let's go and use LV underscore sum type. So if currency or quantity field is there, you can use type P, length 15 or length 20. I will keep the length on the bigger side, and decimals 2 will be sufficient. So I defined LV underscore sum. Check the syntax now. What it's telling, P length 1 to 16 can be okay, maximum 1 to 16 only you can specify it. Check the syntax, activate this one, and now you press F8. So we will also check how much time it's taking overall. Okay, so get time stamp field into get into, right, get time stamp field and data LV start, and then you get time stamp field and data LV underscore end, and total time, right, total time taken by the system to process this LV underscore end minus LV underscore start. So calculate this value, LV underscore difference, or total time taken equals to LV underscore end minus lv underscore start, and this value I will print it. Okay, full stop. Check the syntax now, and for the result of this, it is here implicitly which is not possible to determine the needed length and decimal. Where? That is okay. That is okay. That is okay. This is what it's telling. So what I will do that lv triple t type int 8 I will give, the largest integral value I will give, because here we are going to get the data in microseconds. Okay, check the syntax and click on this activate and press F8. See, we got this, and at last you will be having total time. So it was quite fast, right? Let's do one thing. How many records we got? 1000, right? So I'll get this one, maybe 30,000 records, right? 30,000 records I will get, and we will see the performance. So this time it's taking some time, right? So this is, I think, the good example. This is what actually I wanted to show. You can see that it's taking some time. It's taking some time. It's taking some time. It's taking some time. Time. Okay. It's taking some time. Yeah, you can do the sorting, right? You can do the sorting. So currently it's the normal approach without parallel cursor, and I will show you how much improvement in the performance you can identify with the help of parallel cursor. So see, it's taking time, taking time, right? And so much time it's taking, right? So much time it's taking, right? We are not sure how much time it's going to take, right? How much time you are going to take, not sure at this moment how many records it has processed. So I'm not sure how many record it got processed. So just I want to check how many records it got processed. So this is the program which is running. Click on this and we will debug directly, come here and go inside this. I think go back here, administration, work process, no, program, go to program and debug. We'll see, like, if it is slow processing, I will terminate. 9288 only. See here, you can see that the site tabix is 9288, right? 9288. Let's see actual header. This one 18,228 actually. No, sorry. Let me check it once again. It will go. I'll put the breakpoint here. Press F8. Press F8. Yes. 9291. No. And total record, how much you have? 30,000. So still it will take the time, three times more. It's going to take more time. Okay. So in work area header, if you just go and check, you have sales order ID ending with 1322, right? 1322. 9291 is the tabix. So 9291, just go here, scroll down till here, go up 9291, right? So 9291, 929291. See here, 1322, right? So here you are. Still, it has to process these many. So if you go and use like this, it is really going to take the time. So I will terminate then, I will terminate this. I showed you, right? It's a nightmare, right, for the user if you do such kind of programming and if number of records are more, correct? So go back /n SC38, close this, close this, close it, got hanged, I think. Okay, I'll open here that program once again. This is the program which we have. I will not give 30,000. I think, the 5,000 should be sufficient. Okay, 5,000 should be sufficient. And this one, I will run it, and it will take some time again. And then we will see 844 here, right? So I think some 10 seconds around it has taken, right? So total time 11. It seems it is showing in the seconds, correct? It looks like it is showing in the seconds. So it has given 11. Just understand something like 11 seconds is taking. Here, put the breakpoint. I want to see how it's calculating here, So in LV start, we have this here, right? Time stamp, the current time. Okay. So in seconds, it's giving, this is the time stamp. So you are getting the data in seconds, basically. So 11 seconds, you can understand that with this 5,000 records, it's taking the times. But for 10,000 seconds, it will take like 60 seconds like that, It is not like total time this time 60 seconds because in debugger, I waited for some time. No problem. 11 second, keep it. 11 second, keep it. Or run it once again. It will give again like, 10, 11 seconds like that. And then I will tell you the super fast method to achieve the same thing. Say 9 seconds like that. So sometimes it will 11 seconds, sometimes 9 seconds like that. It will oscillate between them. Now, what the parallel cursor method tells that first sort the internal table based on key field on which you are comparing, based on the field, not key field, based on the field on which you are comparing. So where we are comparing, I'm comparing with the parent key and node key. So I will sort IT underscore header. In IT underscore header, I have node key. So sort by node key. This is the first step. Then sort IT underscore item by what? Parent key. Okay. Parent key. Full stop. And I will not do anything in this code. I will keep it as it is. Just I will comment. Okay. Control V and I will uncomment this. This is going to remain same. Okay. Here, in the next step, you will have to use the read statement. So read table IT underscore item into data WA underscore item, where the same thing, just put it same thing, but you will have to use the read statement. Okay. Sorry, with key, no, because this is read statement. And if read is successful, if read is successful, that means psi sub rc equals to 0. Psi sub rc equals to 0. Then only you proceed further. Okay. So inside this, what code you are going to write? You are going to write this part of the code. Okay. Here, instead of where condition, already you are writing this one. You will have to use from addition, like psi tab x. So psi tab x you will store from here. Let's, you can use like this also, but let's suppose in between, if you are doing some more calculation, psi tab x will change. So better just after psi sub r is equals to 0, let's store this index, tab x index into a variable, and this you use here. So even if it is going to change psi tab x, there is no problem. Okay. And then you perform the business logic. So this is what we are performing, the business logic. Okay. Here, one more condition you have to write. What that condition? If WA header hyphen parent key, node key na, WA hyphen node key not equal to WA item parent key, then see what actually I'm doing. I will make you explain, don't worry. Okay, let me write this logic, then you exit actually from this loop. So unnecessary, you don't have to traverse along the IT item internal table. In debugger I will make you more clear, but just to understand, unnecessary traversal, unnecessary searching I'm avoiding. Okay, unnecessary traversal I'm avoiding. This is what the parallel cursor technique is. That's it. Okay, that's it, nothing else. Sort on the key field, then read the item table with the header key, loop from that site tab x, keep on checking, whenever it is not equal, exit, and again go into the main loop, like that. Save this, and earlier if you see that it was taking some 9, 10, 11 seconds like that. Okay, so already that is declared, that is fine. So y2 again, and this time you will be able to see its performance. So press F8 and it will be faster. Total time just 2 seconds. See, total time just 2 seconds. And if I want to print the output, I can even go and print the output. Save this one, activate. Right. So how much total time it has taken? Just 3 seconds, right? Just 3 seconds. But if you remove this parallel cursor technique, so this is my parallel cursor technique. I'll put into a subroutine, perform parallel cursor, cut from here. Yes, yes. And in the main program itself, so that I will be able to share this code. To save this, check this, no problem, right? And now, This is your conventional method, right? So perform conventional way, not conventional way, freshers way, you can tell. Freshers who didn't get trained well, something like that, or who is not having the idea how to use the, you know. So freshers with not good knowledge, you know, this is what with not good knowledge. So you are having, you people, whoever are freshers over here, you got this idea, right? You will not able to do this mistake though you are fresher, right? So it depends how you are learning. Okay, so here if you come and you know just copy this and paste it here. This is your conventional method. Save this one, check this, and now it looks fine, right? And one parameter we will give, parameters p underscore processing method type char1. So if it is a parallel cursor, for parallel cursor we will use, you know, so case and when, again we can use p underscore proc m when case is equal to parallel cursor, then this one. Otherwise, when case equals to others, then sorry, when, right? Case comes with when statement. So when others, then this one. Save this one, check the syntax now. Some error is there, looks like case should be ended with end case. If is not required, check the syntax. Looks fine, looks fine. Loop, 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 loop. If, and this is fine, this is fine. Activate this one, activate. Okay, so once again, come here. Without parallel cursor, I'm running. Okay, so again, this time it should take some 9, 10, 11 seconds like that it was taking. So it will take around that. Okay, see, and go at the last, see the total time 10 seconds around it has taken. Okay, and then parallel cursor PC. So with the PC, it should be faster, right? See here the output, it's the faster, just 2 seconds. So this is the power of parallel cursor. Now you might be thinking about the result. So see, for this result, we will copy the result and we will compare whether really it's working fine or simply I'm showing you anything, something, right? So let's check that part. So this is with parallel cursor, okay? And without parallel cursor, I will remove this and press F8. Their result also we will go and check. So this is the sales order ID, right? So we will compare this one, 25867.03, right? 25867. See here, 25867 for 25631.08. 5631.0. So your result is matching, right? So it is not like that you are getting the wrong result or something like that. 775631.08. 775631.08. So it's perfectly fine, and you can see how much performance improvements just by doing some simple tweak, right? Using the parallel cursor method, right? So unnecessary iteration, just we are avoiding Okay, so I will show you one example actually how why it's taking time without parallel cursor. Okay, so that you will be having the idea. So here just execute without parallel cursor first. Okay, so here you see that in item you got the data, header you got the data, header 5000 item, how many 27,846, right? So we are sorting it, right? So sorting we have done without parallel cursor also and with parallel cursor also. So even after sorting also without parallel cursor you are getting time, right? So it will go into freshers with not having good understanding or knowledge, whatever you can tell. Here for each header, 27 header is having 5000. So for each 5000 it's going to run. So for one first record, for the record number one, this, right? This sales order ID, it's going and checking what are the items, right? So it's searching for the items. So it found the item at first place only, right? So it is summing up. Again, it will be having some 5-10 items. So it will go and check. It will sum it up, sum it up, sum it up, sum it up, you know. So I think total 5 records, 6 records, right? 7 records, then 8 records, right? So that particular sales order ID is having the 8 line items, 10 line items. You can see that? Yeah, 10 line items and then it completed. So in item, if you go and search, the 10 line item will be there and total amount got this much added. And now we are printing. Again, what it is going here, it's coming for the second, uh, you know, record, second sales order. And see what we are doing again. Again, we are searching from first record onwards. So what this statement will do, it will search throughout this item, it will search throughout this item. Okay, throughout this item inside this 27,846 records, it will search. Okay, again it is searching throughout the records, throughout the records, it's searching. Okay, it's searching inside. No, because this where condition actually a killing actually, this is the killing your performance. This is your performance killer. This is your performance killer. Okay, the searching entire, this to 27,846 records, and that is actually problematic. Okay, so the same thing again for the third number header. Again, it's going to search, entire to 27,846 records, because this is how you have written the code. It's not the mistake of the program or your SAP system. It's your mistake how you have done the programming, right? So you got the problem actually, this where. Now with the parallel cursor, I will show you. Okay. So with the parallel cursor, why it's getting the performance improved, it will come to know. Go back here. Parallel cursor give here so that we will go into the parallel cursor mode, right? Here also we are sorting this time parallel cursor, so it will come into this subroutine and we are going to run this parallel. Observe here, first loop is same, but in the second loop, before second loop, I'm playing smart over here. What I'm doing smartly that I'm searching this item internal table with its key value so that I will find at which position my item data is there, right? So if you go and see here, it will find at first position itself because it's in sorted order, right? It's in sorted order. Item is sorted with the parent key. So at first position itself, it will find. So see, it found at first position. So I got that first position here. And now here second loop, I'm not putting where condition. I'm telling system, please loop from this index onwards. Direct instruction. This is known as direct instruction. You are not telling that search first and then you iterate. No, you are telling iterate from this position. What is this position? First number record. So from first number record, you are going to iterate. And this will be obviously fast, right? You are not going to search. And just you are comparing whether. So why you are comparing? Because you want to add only those item gross amount which belongs to that particular header, right? Not for everyone. So here in the loop, I'm checking whether I'm using the same sales order or different. So if it is the same, it will come here and sum it up. If it is the different, it will come out from this immediate loop and go to the next sales order. See how smartly we are writing the code over here. See here, see here, see here, see here. So again, this time also it will go 10 times because, for the first sales order, the 10 actually you have till now 5 it is done, and keep on executing, keep on executing, keep on executing, keep on executing, keep on executing 9, and this is the 10th one, right? So 10th one also it will execute, right? In the 11th one, it will find the different sales order. This in this item, the 11th record will be of different, this one, this is the different one. If you compare this value with this value, this will be different, just see ADBD 55, ADBD 55, 7EBE2, 7EBE2, F1, FDE 9AC, 7FDB C0, 7D9E. See here, it's 9A, here it's 9E, right? Just one single difference, This is the GUID actually, so data will be like this. So what will happen that it will tell that this is not equal and it will come in this exit statement and it will come out from the loop. Okay, you can see that it has come out from the loop and it is writing now, clearing the sum and again going for the second sales order, and again it will do the same thing. So I'm not searching throughout the item, and that's where it's improving the performance. Press F8 and it is going to do faster record. Getting the point why it's having the better performance? Just tell me, everyone, if you understood the concept of parallel cursor, right? Parallel cursor. Just tell me. Everyone, please. See, I put a lot of effort in order to make you understand, right? So please tell me if you understood or not, right? Samsir Srinivas. Okay. Very nice, very nice, very nice.
पंकज एक बात, ये लूप नेस्टिंग में ही मतलब पैरेलल कर्सर यूज कर सकते हैं और भी इसका एप्लीकेशन है?
No, you understood the concept. Parallel cursor means read the second loop wala table,
ओके.
and then you loop the second internal table from that index. That is the parallel cursor. Sort the table based upon the comparison fields, both the table, and then read and find the index, and from there you will start reading. So generally it comes in the scenario where you have the loop inside loop. Okay. Yeah.
मेनली फाइव टाइपिक्स रोल प्ले कर रहा है यहाँ पे.
Loop inside loop. Yes, yes. This is for loop inside loop. Parallel cursor is there for loop inside loop.
ओके.
Always loop inside loop. Then only the parallel cursor makes sense. Okay, and one more thing over here, now 5,000 records you have seen. Last time I was selecting, I think 30,000 records. See, for 30,000 records, how much time it's going to take, Last time it was taking so much time, so I have to go and cancel the session. With the parallel cursor, let's see how much time it's taking. Okay, I have executed. Obviously it will take some time, but not that much. You don't have to go and cancel the session. Okay, so this time, remember, I have given 30,000, So let it run, this will also take some time, but not that much. I think 15-20 seconds should be sufficient. All these things, then we will go into the enhancement and all this. Okay, fine. It's still running, it's still running. Let it run. Okay. We are using the faster approach.
Pankaj, can we increase the size of internal table? You said 1.5 GB. Can we increase?
And that is the basic settings. Maybe you can talk with your basic setting, if some parameter is there. And see here, you got the output, and you got the output in 127 seconds, around 2 minutes, 7 seconds. Last time we waited around 5 minutes like that. Still the output was not come, and still it would have taken 3 more times, 15-20 minutes like that. This time you got within 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 7 seconds. So that's the power of parallel cursor. Hope you enjoyed the today's session. With this, let's stop our session. And now my turn. I will ask the question to you. Show me the assignment.